Man, Kurt, the only person who can beat this Tyler Reddick with a 2:10.30 is Tyler Reddick. That's what I'm seeing.
Exactly. That's where you have your mindset is, I blitzed that lap so good. Now I have time to give, but you still need to attack in the same way because you don't know really how much the tires are going to drop off. But the best research you can do is Jordan Taylor went back out and ran a 2:11.0 when he didn't really need to go back out.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if that hurts him. I have my eye on him, but super impressed with the lap that he had in his first round. I want to go back to that lap, you know, talking about Reddick. If I go back and look at that in a crew chief, he was close. You know, when we talk about cutting a track, I guess is what we're going to dub that. He was, like Mike said, within an inch, and basically because it was loose, that left rear tire was on the line, so cutting it pretty close.
All right, Cindric is on his hot lap now, and there is an X factor here. It is that the Group A cars had more time to cool down for this final round than Group B, and that's just something we can't control and can't change.
Well, there's plenty of time on the clock. Final round, you're seeing 7 minutes. 14 seconds there. That's why you see these first round guys going out first.
That, and I think, Gunther, the guys that have just the one lap on their tire, right? Those are the ones that we have an asterisk next to that we're watching because they have the least amount of time on their tires.
I think they've got the biggest advantage of all of them. It's just the tire is just newer.
Yes, sir.
Simple.
It's simple. Just gotta keep the shiny side up and stay on track. It's simple.
All these drivers are going to, you know, they went back and looked at data, SMT, what am I doing right? What are my competitors doing better than me? They're going to make some adjustments in these cars. Guys are giving them an air pressure adjustment. Should be a little bit faster. But just like Kurt said, do not overdrive the bounds of this car. So easy to do on these road courses.
Cindric is Ford's only hope in this final round. Reddick is the only Toyota. The other 8 are all Chevrolets.
It's interesting. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Again, it's the who's who right now in this final group, and there's always those bragging rights of that first road course of the year on how you set the tone. Because now, this schedule that we have 6 road courses. Where over all these years we only used to have the 2 of Sonoma and Watkins Glen. Now road courses are more important than they ever have been.
Well, you're going to see this first one is Austin Cindric. Pretty fast lap, 2:11.21. His first outing.
And then we've got Suarez on the right screen. He's going through the stadium section now.
Pretty smooth so far for Austin. Haven't seen too many slip-ups. Not too loose.
Let's see what he records here.
Cindric was a 2:11.2 in the first round. He's a 2:11.3.
All right.
Backs it up.
Pretty good backup there. About all you can ask for. Clean lap. Puts that pressure on the rest of them.
Yep, Suarez posted a 2:11, but his is on the high side. He's in the 2:11.9s.
See Eric Jones off of that. He was fastest in that first 2:12.23. Probably not going to be quite as happy. I'd say it's maybe overstep just the least little bit. It's all it takes.
Got Byron on the gas hard down the back straightaway. We've got Reddick easing his way into his lap.
Liking that green with his 24 car.
Got a half a second of green.
Yes, sir. Losing a little bit. Oh, back to a half second. Got in that corner pretty hard.
Byron would have won the pole in Xfinity, but cut the course. Estimated half second of gain there, and the lap was disallowed.
Well, he's making up for it.
Yep.
Tons of green here. Top of the board in that 10-second bracket. Whale of a lap, Willie B.
And right now, if I'm 2311, if I'm Billy Scott, I'm radioing to Tyler Reddick that a 2:10.7 is what just got posted. So here we go. This is Reddick going through the carousel, and he'll start his lap here shortly.
So incredibly, that's a pickup of a full second for William Byron over round one.
Here's the one. We're going to ride along with him. Fastest cat in town on his first lap.
And now we've got Byron's lap, and we'll have Reddick's red-green right here. That split.
Seeing a little green, Kurt.
About dead even right now. Courtesy pump on the brake pedal. Downshifting. Flipping the throttle. Match the gears.
Missed to the corner just a little bit. Slid by the apex. Wasn't quite on that curve up in one. It's going to have to make up for it a little bit. Tricky section of the racetrack through these S's. A lot of speed lost and gained. A lot of room for error, too.
Yeah, they actually get tighter as you go through the S's. Each one is a little tighter than the turn before it. So you do not pick up speed in the middle of the S's.
Man, let's that thing bottom out.
There we go. This is turn 8. Right close to the edge of the grass. A little overcorrection.
How does that thing take that lap after lap? A lot of bottoming out, but he's keeping that baby in the green.
This is a nail biter right here.
Barely to the good.
Dead even.
Barely to the good. I don't want to hear that. I'm for sure going to overdrive the next corner now.
Well, lost a lot on corner exit there. It's coming back, though.
You can let him know he can push a little, Greg, if he needs to.
Now, the Chevy had more straightaway speed. Byron Chevy, more straightaway speed than Reddick. He's got to make it up here and in the stadium section.
Yes, sir. Oh, wow.
Losing even more time.
2/10 and just turned 12.
Car's starting to slip and slide around. I see. Looks pretty tight, actually.
Pretty good corner. Let's see. Full send.
Well, it's a lot to overcome there.
Sure is. Let's see. Here's the carousel. This is the last couple apexes.
Man, he got some of it back.
Oof.
MP2.
2:10.9.
Doggone, it's so close.
13/100ths of a second off of William Byron. And Larry says from the data he's watching that Reddick used more brake than Byron the entire lap. So the difference there may well have been what I saw on the front stretch and the back stretch. The Chevrolet had more gain than the Toyota down the straightaway.
I'd agree with all the above. You know, the power and then the brakes. I mean, it all adds up to that 1300s.
The unbelievable. That's the guy you were talking about, Mike.
Daniel Suarez shortcutting the S's, and this lap will be disallowed for Suarez.
Looks like Taylor's up on his flying lap, and then sounds like the 48 had.
Yeah, he shortcut turn 4, which is the first of the S's. That's Alex Bowman. Here's a look at it. You cannot put the car over those red and white rumble strips. All that green is no-go right there.
And that's turn 3. That's the one right before turn 4. But yes, sir, once you're that far inside.
Oh, Popo's out on this one. Handing them tickets out. Jordan's close.
It's really cool to see him in the mix right off the bat, but it's going to take a heck of a lap to grab that 2:10.7 from Byron.
I think you nailed it, though, Kurt. It kind of takes me back to that first round, running that second lap.
Yeah, you're kind of hung up on that, aren't you?
Well, it's just one of those coulda, woulda, shouldas. You know, I think they'll definitely go back and look at that as was that a factor or not?
Yeah, was that the right decision? Was not. It was kind of insurance to make sure you were in the game.
You know, and I'm okay with that. With as few laps as he has in this car, what's the harm?
Exactly. I mean, but was he really going to get the pole in his first outing? We were rooting for him, but it was going to be a tough task.
Probably not. It was 1964 was the last time, so I'm with you. I still was wanting to be a fan there, Kurt. Kind of took my.
Well, Gunther was probably selling parts already.
That was even before me, you know.
I think he's still going to be very impressed with this lap. Oh, loose. Lost quite a bit there. Car got out from underneath of him.
Fourth fastest for Justin Taylor. Jordan Taylor, excuse me, 2:11.7.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you don't see that 9 car leading a lot of laps against this tough field tomorrow. Got some stout competition to go through. I see, heck of a lap by that kid right there. Pretty good hug there by Jeff Gordon. That boy knows how to get it done.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I've been impressed with Willie B in the last year and a half, just with his studies and how he approaches each of these tracks. He's one of those students from iRacing, but he's able to gather the data and make it sharper and cleaner than others.
Well, he's certainly been, you know, one of our better guys, obviously leading a lot of laps, battled back and forth with his teammate. Kyle Larson's been very impressive this year.
Well, William Byron has just become the first driver to win poles on 4 different road courses in the Cup Series. Regan.
Well, Mike's certainly very good on the road courses, we know that. But you had to make a huge pickup in between rounds 1 and rounds 2. What did you find that you were able to do?
I don't know, just watching Reddick, you know, go out there and set the pace. So he's been so fast all weekend. So just trying to continue to inch up on it. We made big improvements with the car overnight. You know, I thought that practice session helped us get a little bit better. You know, just get the back of the car more settled down. So just thanks to Liberty University, Chevrolet, all of our partners, Exalta, Valvoline. It's really fun to get the first pole of the year. Obviously, we've been on a good stretch here of late, but you know, tomorrow's what pays. So we just gotta be there at the end. Hopefully, I can be there at the end for my guys, and yeah, it's gonna be a hot one. So I'm just kind of nervous about that, but hopefully, all the off-season conditioning pays off.
Great lap, William. Thanks.